So throw down the gauntlet for Father Greg.
Okay. Father Greg.
Yeah.
We challenge you to spike ball.
Spike ball.
Spike ball.
Spike ball.
If we win, donuts.
Donuts.
If you win, a nice dinner.
The gauntlet has been thrown, Father. Will you answer? Here we are at St. Ambrose Academy, interim location, and I'm so excited because I've been invited to shadow students and see what a day in the life of a student is like. So we're gonna go hang with the students. We're gonna go hit up some English class, science, Latin. We're gonna hang with the teachers, and we're gonna get the real goss. So let's go ahead and head in. Knock, knock. Hi guys, my name is Mr. Freng and I'm here for a little shadow day. So is it all right if I have a seat?
Sure.
Is that okay? How about I sit here? How's that sound? I didn't bring any books. Do I need books? So we should be being quiet right now. I shouldn't be barking at you guys and bothering you during study hall.
That's for the teacher to decide.
What an answer. Wow. Now that we're properly not studying, anything else anyone wants to share? How long have you been here?
This year, actually, I just came.
Oh, this is your first year?
Yeah,
Awesome. How are you liking it so far?
it's awesome.
What's awesome about it?
I don't know, it's just really fun. I like this school a lot.
What do you got for me, Augustine?
Student council brings in donuts.
Hey, that's a good bonus. What does the student council do
Um,
beside bring in donuts?
they also do hot dogs. They bring in hot dogs.
Maybe the kids could tell me their favorite piece of Latin. What should I take away from here? This is my first time with a cable. Here we go. Okay.
Semper ubi sabubi.
Semper ubi sabubi. That sounds like something fun out of a mummy movie. What does that mean?
It's the most used Latin joke, and it means always wear underwear.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll make it into the cut, but that's really fun to learn. All right, we're gonna go into Mr. Quas's history class.
Oh, come on in.
Hi there. I'm Mr. Freng. Ryan to you. How are you doing?
Good, Ryan. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Is it all right if I interrupt your class and join? Mr. Quas is awesome. So I'm super excited to hear about this chicken coop. What is this that we're looking at?
That was the standing or the preaching thing for
Like a pulpit?
pulpit. Yeah.
Why is it important to study history? Why are we looking at this foldable pulpit?
To look at how we can take one artifact like this and expand outwards from it and reveal this entire social world that on the one hand just seems completely alien and different and crazy to us living in the 21st century, but on the other hand is very much like the world we live in today, where we have lots of courageous people. We have a few fools here and there.
I think he looked a little sidelong at me on that one. We're going to jump in now on a science class with Miss Myers. I think we're doing an experiment, so I'm really excited. Let's go see what that's like. What are we doing today? What is a mushroom?
Dissecting mushrooms today. We're looking at the different parts. We're learning about fungi, so we're looking at all the different parts of mushrooms.
So can you grow more mushrooms with the spores and stuff?
Well, the spores have to touch to reproduce, and these mushrooms are dead because they're cut off.
Interesting. So they have to be alive. You can't, like a vegetable, we can take a seed after you've harvested it and we can plant the seed, but not with a fungus.
No, we can't do that with a fungus.
Are you going to start growing them at home?
No.
What do you hope lasts? What do you hope they take after their experience here at St. Ambrose from your science class?
Yeah, I think it's really just being able to ask questions, and maybe they're not going to ever dissect a mushroom again and never actually need to know the parts of a mushroom, but be able to look at something, anything in the world around them, and try and figure out how the parts work together, why they work the way they do, and be able to make those connections.
All right, here we are at Dr. Skemp's, and we're actually going to attend our second Latin class. I mean, the first one was a study hall, but we learned some Latin, so I'm really excited to continue that education and show a little bit about what I've learned. So let's go take a look. Hi, Dr. Skemp. I'm Ryan. Mr. Freng, thank you for letting me shadow with you guys today.
Welcome. Come on in.
This is not my first Latin class, though. So I was in study hall learning a little bit of Latin today. Do you guys want to hear what I learned? Right? Semper ubis sibubi. You guys know what that means? Is that the kind of Latin you guys learn here?
I mean, not in that specific configuration of words.
Well spoken.
We know all of those words you just said, but we know a lot more than that too. Pretty much this whole book.
Yeah, what is this book? What are we doing here?
Well, right now we're coming up with questions from the text, and then we're having other classmates answer them.
Do you mind if I read some of your questions to somebody? Is that all right? Quid Julius audivit?
Julius canem latrantem audivit.
How do we do?
This is pretty good, pretty good.
What did we say?
You just said Julius heard the dog barking.
How long have you been here? What's your name?
My name is Lydia. I just came here last year. Now, I can see in between classes that the material and the concepts we all learn, they overlap and they all work together so beautifully. And so when I learn these concepts, I'm learning them all together. I could say the same spiritually, because the concepts we learn in religion class also come up in the other classes. We don't think of our faith as, sort of a side thing we do. We just think about every once in a while. It comes up. It's part of our lives. It's integrated and all of that. I think that's really great for a Catholic school.
I feel like I have to explain myself as like a magician. Like, we didn't plan this. We just randomly came and we just randomly started talking. So that was very well spoken. Thank you for that. Father Greg, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
So what's it been like for you now to be the chaplain here, Father?
So when I was first ordained, I was the chaplain up at Camp Gray. And so I was able to interact with a lot of the campers and staff and different things like that. And it's amazing how quickly you grow to love a body of people. Being here on a weekly basis and just like owning it, striving to love them, to know them, it's a gift to be able to like love with the heart of a father, right? That's my desire, and then to help them come to know and introduce them in a deeper way to Jesus Christ.
All right, here we go. We're continuing our Shadow Day, and I'm going to jump in on Miss Barron's English class. How familiar are you guys with Christmas Carol? Very familiar? Little. So spoiler, Scrooge is a duck. That's one of my favorite pages. Excuse me, Miss Barons, may I read? Scrooge, having no better answer, ready on the spur of the moment, said, "Bah," again, and followed it up with, "Humbug." What are we doing in English class reading A Christmas Carol?
So, we are reading A Christmas Carol. One, because it's a great time of year to read A Christmas Carol. And two, most importantly, because A Christmas Carol is actually a story of conversion, where Scrooge goes from a mean-spirited old man and learns the error of his ways, as we would say, and turns it around. And I last year, when the bishop came and visited our classroom, he and I talked about the exact same thing. So I know that he and I are in sync.
Oh, yeah. But you said it first, I think. Yeah.
I think he did at that time.
Thank you so much for coming along with me. As I shadow the students today, we saw the wonderful students and teachers. And now that I've seen what it's like at St. Ambrose, and hopefully you have too, we just have a little bit better perspective about what's going on in this interim location and the energy of the school and just the great things that God has in store for these students and is doing here at St. Ambrose. So thank you for coming along, and let's continue with this show.